except Max Scherzer has this crazy belief that humans should be humans and only humans. What? Jason Stark did a great article on The Athletic. How many times have I told you all to please subscribe to The Athletic? It's the best money you'll spend other than sponsoring Nothing Personal and participating with us at Nothing Personal or coming to see us live in a city near you. Max Scherzer took the mound yesterday for the Toronto Blue Jays. And of course, Jason Stark of The Athletic was around, wanted to talk to him, wanted to hear what he had to say because Max Scherzer always has a lot to say. As you may recall, Max Scherzer's Scott Boras man. Max Scherzer's the one during the collective bargaining agreement negotiation that happened last time, got super involved, and was the one who enjoyed spewing Scott Boras's views of collective bargaining and of the issues. We are not impugning Max Scherzer as a pitcher because he's really good. Now, of course, he's 40 years old. He's on a 1-year, $15.5 million contract with the Blue Jays. Nowhere near what he used to be. Middle of the rotation guy at best, more like bottom of the rotation. Lucky if he gets 20 starts in the season. That's 2/3 of the year. But if you thought that he wasn't going to talk about the automatic ball strike, and you know from yesterday's show, we're not calling it robot umpires. We're done with that. Nobody associated with Nothing Personal will talk about robot umpires. I am an umpire. No. It's a challenge system. If you're watching on Nothing Personal with David Samson YouTube channel, I'm putting my hands to my ears right now, right over where Coca speaks into my ear. This is what you do if you're a manager. You put your hands over your ears when you're challenging. Now, here I am, reaching into my back poche, pulling out a red flag and throwing it. If you're listening to this, then I didn't really pull out a red flag. That's a challenge. Baseball is going to do that during spring training. It's going to come to regular season baseball next year. It's a challenge system where when a ball is thrown over the plate by a pitcher, if a pitcher believes that a ball is a strike, he'll tip his cap, challenge. And then we'll find out in seconds whether or not it was a ball or a strike, and then boom, on to the next pitch. Or if you're a hitter, you can touch your cap. I think that was a ball, not a strike. Challenge, we'll find out quickly. I wonder why Max Scherzer's response to that is, can we just play baseball? We're humans. Can we just be judged by humans? Do we really need to disrupt the game? I think humans are defined by humans. What in God's name is he talking about? I'm trying to picture Scott Boras over his left shoulder saying, this is what I want you to do. I want you to talk about human beings. I was always taught by Ed Horace Mann that it's human beings, not humans. But I looked in the dictionary preparing for the show, and apparently you can say anything, including irregardless. So I guess I can say humans. What do you mean that it's disruptive? Adding 17 seconds to the game, is that what he means? Or is it disruptive because in his mind, umpires make mistakes and we're okay with those mistakes, except he knows that instant replay and every other thing that every other league is always doing is not trying to eliminate the human component of life. We are trying to augment humans, improve humans. It's all we do. Literally, it's all you do in business is try to improve things that will improve the life, the efficiency, the opportunity. Is his biggest concern that robots are going to start putting cars together? I wonder whether Max Scherzer owns a car that's ever been put together by anyone other than a human being. I wonder whether Max Scherzer's ever eaten any food that has been put together by machines and not home baked organically by a free range chicken that has 1 inch in front of him and therefore is free range. The reason I was bothered by this entire thing, I'm not really bothered. The reason it was noteworthy to me is that one thing that came up in the last CBA is that there's always a need for more revenue, more payroll, more teams spending money, ways to generate the possibility of more money, share it with the players. Max has always been big into pensions and having money moving going forward for players, for retired players, benefits, all of those things that I don't in any way have a problem with. But the thing that we're all doing is trying to improve what we do. And if you can improve what we do by helping to inform an umpire who's calling a ball that should be a strike and then sees that and then gets better and more efficient, if you're a perfect umpire, you're going to win every challenge. If you're an imperfect umpire, you're going to be corrected. We judge umpires based on stats, on data and analytics. For crying out loud, we judge players based on the same thing. You're judged at your work based on stats, based on what analysts, what code is written about what you do and the performance you make. As a matter of fact, the true irony is that none of us really want to be judged subjectively, do we? Do we want to be subject to the whims of whether we're liked, whether we're popular, whether we've chosen the right horse in a company? Wouldn't we rather be judged on the results of the work that we do? And don't we want those results to be judged as they're intended to be? I guess that's always been my view, is that I want to be judged just as I judge. And when he's asking, can we just play baseball? We are just playing baseball. This is baseball, is getting the balls and strikes done correctly. The way I think this is going to end is that Max Scherzer is going to take full advantage of this system that he doesn't even like, that he wants to eliminate. And it is no small irony that the game he pitched yesterday, he challenged. He challenged a ball call, and it turns out it wasn't a strike. He lost the challenge, and then he complained about the very system that he was so willing and excited to use. And believe me, he's going to keep using it.